All right, this is kind of part two of my story about after I quit school. Trying to get it all straight in my mind, how things went, because it was kind of a busy time of my youth. So I was still living at I was still living at home with my parents when I worked at the Elks Lodge, because my dad was taking me to work and picking me up, because I worked, late, so he'd pick me up and stuff. But later on, that I got my car. My dad helped me get my first car, which was a '76 Chevy Malibu. It was it was good for a kid's first car. It was loud. It had dual exhaust and glass packs on it, and it was loud. Let's see. And then before I got the job at Purified, not Purified, sorry. Before I got my job at Natchez Music Center, I got I got a drum set. I'd always been, fascinated with drums. I thought it might be, an easy instrument to learn how to, play. It wasn't, but I had fun with it anyway for a while. It cost me about $700 and some. Let's see, what was next? And then I think, if I remember correctly, I was wanting my own place not too long after I got my first car, which my speeding in it in a school zone, going 65 in a 15-mile-an-hour zone, school zone on a school morning. Lost my license. I think I told that story. I don't know if I did or not. If it didn't sound familiar to some people, let me know. Because some of my comments I've made to people, I've told a little bit of that story. And so anyway, so yeah, okay. So later, I wanted my own place. So my brother tells me of a place that was renting out. It was a basement apartment in an elderly lady's, basement of her house, and she was wanting, I think it was like $185 a month. One bedroom, fully furnished, had a shower, stove, refrigerator, had all that stuff in it. Nice old lady. But the job I was at Natchez Music Center, it didn't pay a whole lot. So with rent and groceries, every couple weeks, plus I think I was paying off my drum set. It was eating up my money pretty quick, and I don't think I was living there for more than maybe 6 months, if that. And then I had to move out, and I moved in with my brother, stayed and lived with them for a while. I think my folks I think they moved out of state around that time. So then my brother got, let's see, I think that's when my brother got me the job at Natchez Music Center. And as his assistant, helping him deliver pianos and organs and other instruments, from, taking them from store to store, so people can come pick them up, or you go to a store and you deliver like a piano to, another city. But yeah, we made it all over Colorado. People from all over Colorado would come to the store and order something, and we'd pack it up and take it out. interesting thing was, those of you that know what a baby grand piano is, that there was a baby grand, and then there was oh crap, the bigger one was, no, it wasn't a daddy grand. I can't remember, but there was a bigger model, and the process of breaking down one of those to take it somewhere was pretty interesting. I think I could probably actually do it today, because I had to get it, you know, solidified in my mind how to do it. Those things are heavy. Those grand pianos, they're heavy. Maybe it was a grand piano and a baby grand piano. Maybe the baby grand was the bigger one. That could be. So anyway, so yeah, after I moved in with them, I couldn't keep my drum set, so I traded it. I think I had it paid off, but I traded it in for a little keyboard and messed with it for a while, and it was more expensive than the drum set, you know. So later on, I think I got rid of it too. But yeah, just a fun job. My brother and I just traveling around and hanging out, and I was pretty stocky back then. You know, pianos, even upright pianos, they were heavies. So you had to be strong. It helped to be kind of buff, you know. But yeah, it was a pretty neat job. Learned a lot about, you know, inside of pianos, you know, the strings and the hammers and restoration on those a little bit. My brother was a piano technician, so he could work on them. He knew what to fix, how to fix them, and he even went to school, had a certificate. But yeah, he was kind of teaching me a little bit. Let's see. Told about that. Yeah, I got a 10-speed bike, and that was my transportation for a long time. Just getting around, going to work and back with it. Yeah, I pretty much told all my little notes. Yeah, I worked at that Natchez Music Center for, oh, I want to say maybe 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Yeah. Some lighter deliveries I did on my own. I did by myself. But they had a smaller delivery vehicle, a van that I'd use for smaller stuff. But turn on the music and get going. It's weird. I remember, you know, music comes on the radio today, like Naked Eyes. Always something there to remind me. If I remember, I think they did that. When I hear that song, it reminds me of those days. But I think that is about it. I'm at 9 minutes, so I guess I'll end it there. I can't think of anything else after school. It wasn't too long after that. After being there in Loveland for a while, my folks, when I moved, they were in Oklahoma, and I moved here to Oklahoma because at the time a little relationship I had with the girl wasn't really a relationship. It was just a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. Didn't work out, so I moved here, and not too long after I moved here, met my wife. If you're interested in hearing about how I met my wife, I'll tell you that story too. I don't think I've told that story yet. And yeah, I'll end it there. And hope you guys enjoyed this little story of my history. And y'all have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.